standpoint, like the first impressions are everything, especially when you're trying to market yourself. Very clean website, very clean appearance, very professional. I feel like you're a very calculated person.
Yeah.
Like, how much has investing in your personal brand, like the imagery, how much has that benefited the whole she came out of nowhere type of thing? Like, is it helped you?
Yes, tremendously. Because before I connected with my content creator, he couldn't make it today. I had nothing to really kind of show who I was, like, on any of my social media. I didn't have a website. My Instagram, my Facebooks, it was literally just me posting, like, cover art of stuff that I was doing with people.
Yeah.
But then people would always hit me up like, why don't you have pictures of yourself or videos of, like, you, like, talking about your process or anything? Like who are you? You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I connected with my content creator, shout outs to Ace, you know, we just came up with this idea of just kind of documenting, like, just my journey, whether it's being in the studio, just, you know, doing, you know, interviews on the side, just talking about just my journey and some of my goals. But yeah, like, image and quality is everything. I've seen people kind of taint their brand by having a good song, but, like, a bad music video or a bad cover art. So all of that stuff is important. Like, your image, in my opinion, is just as important as, like, the work itself, right? Because people have to see, like, who you are and feel like they can relate to you and connect with you in order to be able to, you know, take you into consideration.
Yeah, facts.
She said, if you ugly, I feel sorry for you. You're not marketable. Now I'm playing.
No, because I think I feel like, you know, when we look people up, you know, we look at the Instagram. Instagram is like now like the EPK for most people, you know, like that should be solid. And I feel like it definitely was. But then when people want to find, like, and go to the next level to find out more about you, it would be really disappointing if the webpage wasn't hitting. And I feel like that alone, like, I didn't need any of your services, but I felt like I needed some of your services once I went to the website. Like,
right.
Yes.
Right.
So and you also do engineering as well, right? So how has your success thus far increased, I guess, the amount of people coming to you to get their stuff engineered now? Like, has that opened the door?
Yes, absolutely. I've had people, like, reach out, like, on my website. I've had people kind of just reach out just through the grapevine, like they knew someone who knew me and was just wonderful. Like, yeah, and they're like, hey, I need you to, you know, mix this record. So it's definitely been a big part of like, just the marketing piece and just, you know, even having references from people, because that's another thing. Like, your brand really is about, like, how people feel about you too. Like, can they go to someone and, like, brag about you and say, yo, like, Mel is really good at what she does, you know? Because if it's the opposite, if people are saying negative things, then it's like, that means that your brand is not, you know, good at all. Like, it's not professional, people can't rely on you, sort of thing. So I would definitely attribute all of that to not just the work itself, but just how, you know, my team and I have, you know, focused on marketing, you know, the music.
Now, when you talk about team, how many people are actually on your team right now working with you to make all this happen? Because it's obviously paying off.
Yeah. As far as, like, on the content side, so 43 Degree Films, my content creator Ace, he has his own team as well of people on the side. So I would say about, like, 3 or 4, like, people. And then as far as, like, artists, I have about 3 artists right now, like, writers that I work with, like, every day. I'm always sending them stuff. So I would say I have about, like, you know, 5 or 6 people, like, in my circle that I work very, very closely with.
You want to shout out your writers?
Yes.
Yeah. So shout outs to Cyrus the Shield, who's been mentoring me since I was 18 years old.
Cyrus is He's a different
beast.
animal.
Yeah, he's a beast of a writer. So if y'all don't know who Cyrus is, get hit. Follow him. Cyrus the Shield. Shout outs to Fifth Mania. He's a spoken word artist and an amazing writer as well.
It's my guy Nick.
Yeah. Shout outs to Nick. I did his Early Bird spoken word project. If you haven't heard it. And then shout outs to Jay. He's in New York. He's a Latin-based artist. I did his whole first project called Frequency, Volume 1. So he's one of my R&B writers aside from, you know, Cyrus.
shout out to having a team. No, seriously, because I mean, I'm guessing. I mean, we know it's a lot to do the art and also do the content creation and everything else. So when you can actually find some people that help you out with that, that's more attention that you can give to being an artist and doing what you're doing. What'd he say?
He said, Cyrus is my brother. He took my spot in my singing group back in the day.
Damn. What was the name of the group? Let us know right now so we can bring it up, man. Yeah, we're going to get into some beats. We're going to get into a video as well after that so we can find out how all this all intertwines with one another, man. We got Mel Go Hard in the building giving us some gems about the journey and such. Trench, you got another beat that we can play?
Yeah, I should have something in the folder. Let me see. Let's go with Beeline. It's called Sipping on Sunshine.
All right. We're going to take a listen right now. B Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. Mel Go Hard's in the building.